Yeah, I actually figured out how to make cars drive off of salt water. Yep, and I'm actually on this flight because the government put me here. They want to fly me out to give me an award for my intelligence.
Spiritual warfare is an ongoing struggle between good and evil, where believers are called to stand firm against the schemes of the devil. This battle is not fought with physical weapons, but through faith, truth, righteousness, and other spiritual armaments provided by God. Ephesians 6:10-17 outlines this armor, emphasizing that we must be strong in the Lord and rely on His might to withstand spiritual attacks. Just as we wear clothes daily for protection and modesty, we must don our spiritual attire consistently. Are you shielded by faith?
Once we arrive on this realm, even before, we were a creation. We're supposed to be an extension of the Creator. Once we get here, we're supposed to bring something to this world, something new, something that could touch other people's lives. But most of the time, people would just go with the status quo. They blend in with their environments. People seek attention more than they seek the kingdom. In a sense, being molded, I would compare it to that of Adam, who was essentially made from the earth, which made him sort of like a claymation. If you think about it, once we die, we go back in the ground. It's very poetic. How does so-called natural things like supplements, foods, alter our bodies if we're natural beings? How do natural things alter our environments when a lot of things essentially have no environment? The roads in the concrete example, how people become products of their environment. And usually it's the plot, factor in, people in situations that look like they're impossible to come from, and they get a blessing or opportunity, and now they're an example to others, and they even have options to help someone else come from the same situation, that maybe even extend their message or be greater than them. Honestly, how does that turn out? Most of the time, let's be honest, it's beyond the meat, which is ironically a brand of plant-based meat, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all could fact check me on that. Plant-based meat, bro. What the fuck? Gorillas are probably the strongest mammals on land, my nigga. All they eat is grass. Cows got multiple stomachs. They don't eat no meat. They eat grass. You know how big an elephant and a giraffe is, nigga? I'm just saying, it's not... how can I put it? I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying, bro, niggas is mind fucked, bro. CDC. Prince of the Air. Bro, I did a DoorDash order not too long ago, right? And I think it was Chipotle. I'll put the video in here. I ordered like some steak, vegetables, the works. Tell me why, bro, they sent me a bowl with nothing but fucking meat in it. I was like, what the fuck? But then I thought about it. I'm like, damn, these niggas like really desperate. These niggas trying to, you know what I'm saying? In a microscope, parasites look like demons. And these things go into your body and pretty much wreak havoc. Same with the spirit. Substances that are coherently, supposedly, natural to the environment that you could take that could literally make you see the spirit world, or that could cause demonic possession. Drugs, alcohol, literally you were ingesting demons. At this time, man, y'all gotta stay off the marijuana, bro. Stay off any substance that alters your mind. Niggas eat certain shit. Niggas get under the influence of certain shit. Start thinking so fucking much it block their spirit. If y'all understand what I'm saying, it's ridiculous. I believe it's the spirit responsible for all this destruction in the first place. For me personally, I always had a black feminine spirit that was always against me. Maybe some of y'all can relate. Now, I don't say woman, I say spirit. I don't say woman, bro, I say spirit. Because the guys who I usually had problems with had the same spirit on them. Like a black feminine thing, but still masculine. It's hard to explain. But it kind of makes sense to remove the father, you know what I'm saying, from the home. I think that's a spiritual thing. This particular spirit, I can describe it in a way where it wants to lead, but it's chaotic and cannot reason with the reality of true power is the best way I can explain it. The type that tell you what you need to do or that you're wrong because the clouds outside are at a 9-degree angle, and since you didn't get your degree from college, you can't say hello because hell with the zero and the energy, you know, the cost, my bro, you know those type of people. But the funny thing is they never start off like that. They always start off kind of cool, act like they fuck with you. And then they mind just going to, I don't know, I guess competition, or maybe they feel like they smarter than you, or I don't know, whatever you want to think, that don't fulfill other souls, nigga. Be making these niggas so mad they start doing interpretive dance. Imagine a nigga just getting mad because you didn't kick off your Sunday shoes and y'all both listening to what is it, Footloose, and it's a Saturday and you got on your Tuesday shoes. Now your mama a bitch, you know. Now you gotta get into a Mortal Kombat, you know what I'm saying, or like a Dragon Ball Z clash, just cause a nigga felt some type of way on because you had new shoes on that day or some shit, you know, something stupid. You take your life for granted. You take your situation for granted, man. Be happy. Take it all in, bro. You could have been jacked off on somebody's face, but you were born into this world. Will you make a difference, or will you trade your purpose in to be comfortable? You know who the most comfortable people are? They're in a box in the cemetery. You bitch ass nigga. Freaking, I could go. Let me talk about this spirit. Don't y'all remember when witches were ugly? It made sense. They were ugly and probably out of shape, or sneaky holes that were in, like, you know, certain jobs, church, you know, that type of shit. And they like white dudes, at least, you know, from the melanin perspective, from what I seen. Nowadays, if you could find somebody that mind their business, have a genuine experience with in the 3D, that's a good, bro, this shit so sad. The niggas who supposedly are good people come to you in a dream state when you could literally just email, leave a comment. Shit, just me personally on my content, they left comments. Show love, the light girl, the pretty Ethiopian girl, spiritual court. It's a lot of bro. Even Sly came when he was in Atlanta. We met up a few years back. It ain't nothing to show a nigga some love. You niggas not, man. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody. I'm just gonna say, stop that dream shit for real. Y'all niggas not slick, and you not on that level. I already had to whoop on some of these niggas in the dream state, and it's all love. And to the females that do that BS, I expect more from y'all, but whatever, bro. I just suggest y'all stop doing that dumbass shit. To be honest, when a black chick was hating on me growing up, and I know for a fact when other races of women was hating, they never really hated me. They just wanted to have sex or something. Kind of like the Helga Hey Arnold thing, the best way I could describe it. But that shit was too much. Then the bitch have like a shrine of the nigga, you know. The woman is much more calculated, and I believe the woman more freakier than she tried to put on. I remember growing up, or just at one point in time, where women personality, when they were goofy, and you could watch them like they fell over, and they'll just do dumb shit, but they were cute. They had a certain essence about them. It made them attractive. But nowadays they got that spirit on them that's like, it's kind of masculine, but it's like, it's smart. It's everybody kind of got the same aura, at least from my perspective. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think y'all understand what I'm saying. Like in the early 2000s to like 2010, like girls were, will you be my boyfriend? Like, that type of shit. But nowadays, I don't know, maybe it's like all the kids and, I don't know, whatever. I think it's a spiritual thing. Talk about a couple stories. I remember I was getting fellatio. Right? This girl took out her phone and she was like, I'm not trying to, talk, but I have a BBC, if you know what that is. And she was like, damn, I gotta like, what I'm saying? She was like, I gotta show my friends. That type of shit. Fuck, like, finish, what I'm saying? Like, at least, whatever. But she literally stopped what she was doing and like took a picture and then started back. I was like, that's kind of devious. Or I could talk about, I remember this girl I was with. She used to eat gluten-free, do yoga, healthy, you know what I'm saying? She used to tell me she couldn't really be stimulated sexually because she used a lot of like toys and that type of thing. But it was a position I put her in to where, I'm not going to say the position, but I had her in this position, and the way I was, I guess, stimulating it, she was basically grabbing my shoulders, and it was in the dark, but I could literally see a fucking succubus. Like, it was like a shadow. It's hard to explain. Like, when I was doing it, like, first she was like regular, like it was her regular body. Oh shit. It was her regular body. And then I seen like a fucking demon, bro. It's hard. I also remember, it was this girl named Michaela. Light skin, blue eyes, that type of girl. Pretty girl. She really liked my cousin, Jelani. And he was a tall, light skinned nigga with dreads, pretty boy, you know what I'm saying? Football, built that nigga. But me and her was walking, this was at Westlake High School. We was walking around the school, right? And I don't know if we was skipping or what it was, but I just know we was walking and talking and shit. And it's this other girl named Isis. She was West African. I forgot what part of Africa she was from, but she was like kind of like brown skin, fine as fuck. But I remember when I was walking with Michaela, we was walking. Isis turned the corner and she was like, "Hey, Garrison." And her and Michaela looked at each other, mean, evil as fuck. Like, it was like some telepathical shit. I was like, damn, what the fuck? Bruh. I don't know what that meant, but you know what I'm saying. I'll just say, bruh, I don't know. This world, in a sense, is dominated by a demon, I believe, that thinks they are both gendered, male and feminine, and wants to control people's minds. The world is really under feminine energy, if you think about it. Even the market, when it comes to who they market the products to, it couldn't be society. You know what I'm saying? I think I spoke on this before. Like, a woman can't physically beat you up. She got the psychological capacity to beat you, though. And these 3-letter groups, they can't beat 1 billion people, head up. But they got sports leagues. They got television. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to give this final spiel, then I'm going to go ahead to the vids. I had a cousin, rest her soul. She ended up becoming a prostitute. And that was weird too. I think my people, my fam had something to do with that shit too. That's a whole nother thing, man. It seemed like every woman that, I don't want to get into it. Like every black girl that I fuck with ended up getting with a white dude. It was like weird. Or, you know what I'm saying, that I really took serious, ended up getting with white dudes or dying or something. Shit, I get why y'all come in the dream state. I get why y'all be scared. Nah, just shit. I don't know. But I just talk about this girl in particular. Her name was Paulette. It was my cousin. She came to ATL. She moved from LA. I think she was from Compton or Inglewood. She from the hood, right? This was middle school. She was already built. Like, her body, she had like a grown woman body. When she came to our school, she gravitated towards me because she didn't really know anybody. And me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was cool with people, but I kind of stayed to myself. But when she became attached to me, I instantly became super popular. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody was trying to get with her. Everybody. Even this went from 8th grade to 9th grade. Because we both went to Westlake. And we went to Westlake. So it was kind of like everybody was trying to be cool with me, trying to be my friend, trying to talk to me. Because, you know, they thinking me and Paulette, you know, doing stuff or whatever. I'm not going to talk about that, you know, anyway. But shit, my family used to be making up rumors about me and her. The shit was deep, bro. The funny thing is, she never switched on me though. Cause like I was the type of dude, like I stayed to myself, bro. Like I told you, I like DBs. She literally was getting grown, you know what I'm saying? The mean girl crowd. Everybody was like trying, like everybody, she was like in those type of crowds, but she always hung around me. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like she could have act like she was better than me. She could have switched up on me. She could have, you know what I'm saying? But she never did. But she always had my back. She even fought for me a couple times, bro. Bro, what? She was one of them ones, bro. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like, you know, the modern day, especially the female, she get a little bit of attention from somebody, she gonna ditch you. She gonna run off. She gonna act like she never knew you. But this girl she never like essentially left my side. Shit, I could even talk about this other girl named Indy. Used to model a lot of my clothes and take a lot of my advice. Have y'all ever had a woman have really like listened to you? An attractive woman actually like listen to you and not talk back and not give, you know what I'm saying? My video on the woman, when I talk about the woman and I break it down, she was towards the end, like she had her elbow on my neck. But I say all that to say, the Most High is something else. In the physical realm, I already talk about how I believe this world is ruled by feminine energy. But it's like an evil feminine energy that's kind of overtaking the positive. I don't know. It's like a bizarro world thing. It's very fractured. Honestly, the woman's prosperity since her inception is pretty much dictated by her physicality. Her physicality. How she looks. This physical world is dictated. I mean, men do shit so they can get a woman, right? But unfortunately for the woman, and the Most High is so slick, he gives her a time limit. Physicality fades. Then that mind, that intuitiveness, that wisdom comes into play. Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust. All praise.
I think women like you niggas, they have control over y'all.
Yes.
Oh, I never
That's
thought.
what I'm saying. My baby mothers did it to me.
Yo,
My baby mother, my son mother used to be wild. But you know what she used to say? I call y'all out. You can get out. You gotta. So it's like, dude, you using the fact that the government is oppressing me as a window for you to do some oppressive. And you know that I can't even a part of my parole is I can't even have government contact. I go to jail just for calling them. So if you in here tearing this apart, I'm gonna go to jail just for calling 911. I gotta just let you tear this apart. Always pick street because we the easiest to get away with abusing.
Oh.
Then the average is not articulate. He probably don't have a good literacy. So not only are you easy to abuse, they feel like they can whoop your ass in court on paper. Abusive women don't like intellect. They can't abuse you.
Yeah.
But that's not abusive. She gonna run to one of us.
Right.
But a woman that's like,
I want
to be able to tell it when I feel like say that.
Yeah.
I want to be able to break this. I want to be able to bother. They not gonna go for me or you. They gonna go for it. They feel like if just going to a courtroom, you already look like the bad guy anyway. You got felonies, you was on parole. Like women are purposely picking hood, but they not picking hood because they really like you. They picking hood because you're the easiest to bully.
Yeah.
The government already looking at you crazy anyway. You go watch the 20 verse 1 challenge. All of this on there be at least thousandaires. They all got at least $250,000. It be surgeons on there, police on there, military on there, all kind of, and I do mean black men, all kind of black men with all kind of jobs. Always pop they balloons. I seen pop her balloon on it that was a surgeon. You know why? Because you can't get over on it and manipulate this. But you know, with his pants sagging, he got his GED.
You manipulate.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna wash him in court because the court's already looking at him like he a damn fool.
Yeah, you gonna be one up on him. Yeah.
Nigga running around with the pistol on him. The gun is unregistered. Yes, that gonna punch you in the mouth while you driving. Yes, that gonna start you up because what you gonna do? Call 911. They got an unregistered firearm on you. So the thing is, always pick.
Oh, they get away with everything. I see that.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh.
Drink some water. A brat. Drink water normally. Casey.
Yeah, take a shot. Man, take a shot.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, cuz. Hey, look at Jack. Look at Jack trying to hold the fuck.
She gonna fuck tonight. She gonna fuck tonight. Stuck on her.
Cause I'm hot. And I'm hot. And I'm hot. And I'm hot.
Cuz, you dead? Is you dead, cuz? You gonna get up?
His homeboy ain't need helping him, bro.
Avery, what the fuck is happening?
I'm sorry.
Perv for having
Take a closer look.
Wow! You've discovered germs! Now how about you go discover soap?
This is the same toilet seat that you sat on at that gas station in Branson, and it's covered with HypnoGerm.
Come on, just blow the door off! I can't hold it anymore! Oh, thank God! Wow, it's still just coming!
Hold it right.
Come on, just blow the door off! Yeah, that's not me.
Afraid you might be infected by HypnoGerms.
Really? And that's what you think, huh? Hold on. I think I may be able to take care of this. Tell him I never been to Branson.
He's never been there!
See?
See what?
I told you, these guys are totally out of control. Don't squeeze the pancake batter. Hey, no, don't interrupt. I'm talking to him.
So what?
Ride the
What kind of germs he got there?
And control. You gotta have mind control if you wanna take control of your mind. Hey, you got a nice young lady with you. What's your name?
Phil Cabinet.
You precious little thing. Where you from, Phil?
We're from Kill Yourself.
All right, Phil from Kill Yourself. And who's this with you? Wow.
This is my 6-month-old, and her name is Wear a Hat Made Out of Foil. And this is my wife, Lock Yourself in a Cold, Dark Room.
Hey.
And how long you two lovely people been married?
Oh, about smear yourself with garbage and try to cross the freeway?
We just celebrated our Eat Your Own Dung.
Probably fallen prey to one of their hideous off-Broadway productions.
But didn't you say that their only interest is mind control?
Well, yes.
So yeah, I made a slideshow connecting parasites to demons. And I looked into this topic through a biblical lens, and I found a bunch of very, very interesting things. So go ahead, click on the next slide.
Yeah.
Okay, so before getting into all the weird stuff, let's take a look at what parasites mean in its most simplest definition. So a parasite is an organism that lives at the expense of another organism, the host. In general, parasites share the following features. Parasites are usually smaller than their host and are both invertebrate and vertebrate hosts. So yeah, basically they're an organism that lives inside of a host and they benefit from the host. So I looked into a lot of ancient beliefs on parasites and the spiritual world, and I found two very interesting ones. The first being Taoists. So go to the next slide.
Those monsters holding dynamite.
The what?
It looks like they got dynamite or something in their mouths.
Yeah, or a scroll or something.
Or that.
So in ancient Taoism, there's a concept known as the three worms, right? And they fully believe that parasites are demonic, or at least connected to demonic spirits. So the three corpses, known as the San Shi, or three worms, are a Taoist physiological belief that demonic creatures live inside the human body, and they seek to hasten the death of their host. These three supernatural parasites allegedly enter the person at birth and reside in the three dantian, which are energy centers, respectively located within the head, chest, and abdomen. We'll talk about Beelzebub, Lord of the Fly. That's one of his titles. And in the Bible, he is known as the demon of filth. So the word Beelzebub means Lord of the Flies in Hebrew and Jewish literature. The name is translated to mean Lord of Dung or Lord of Filth by the Philistines within the Bible. And on the topic of, interesting that he's called, Lord of the Flies, Lord of Filth, Lord of Pestilence, disease, and suffering. Flies apparently can carry parasites that can harm humans and animals. Houseflies can carry over 100 pathogens, including parasites like pinworms, roundworms, hookworms, and tapeworms. They can also carry bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Flies can pick up pathogens from their environment, including dumps, sewers, garbage heaps, and then transmit them to humans. And in other mythological beliefs of gods that are, connected to filth and disease and pestilence, they kind of have the same view that their god of disease and filth can send pestilence in the form of flies and different kind of diseases, like a plague, basically, to whatever nation that it wants to punish. Raise parasites in like a fictional way, where there's like an alien parasite that takes over a human body and basically fully controls the host, right? So that's what the movie is about. It's about these parasites that come from another world and they take over the teachers in this high school, right? And they cause them to be violent and evil. And again, many of us have seen the movie Venom, right? Where the Spider-Man villain takes over somebody and causes them to do, dark and demonic things like kill people, eat people, and, other.
Also from
another world, right?
Outer space too.
Yeah. So the motif is the same, that these alien parasites come from another world, basically. Cause and influence suicidal behavior, like the account found in the book of Mark, chapter 9, verse 22. So in this account, a father is asking Jesus for help because his son is possessed by a demon. And this demon is basically casting his son into fire to try to kill it that way, and then trying to drown his son, right? Basically taking control of his cognitive abilities and making him commit self-harm. And so, yeah, demons within the Bible and within the beliefs of many other cultures were known to influence and cause suicidal behavior.
Interesting, because I just I had a subscriber reach out to me recently, and I just had a 2-hour talk with her a couple of nights ago. Now, she decided against releasing the talk because she doesn't feel like she told the story very well. But she basically told me a harrowing story of her son's suicide and the events leading up to it. And he was basically a man possessed, is the only way I can describe the description she gave me. He was heavily seeped into the occult. He had schizophrenic tendencies, what Jeremiah Sinsky, would describe as the classic schizophrenic type, DSM-5 type of symptoms, but it's clear it was demonic, the influence, because he was literally making altars to gods and was covering himself in odd Egyptian iconography. He was acting like something that wasn't himself. This woman was telling me he would start acting incredibly flamboyant and strange and he'd move his limbs in weird ways. With the way he talked, his voice would change, and in those moments of those episodes he was having, it's like, that's not my son. Like, I don't know who that was, but he would suddenly switch back to this sweet, kind, caring person again, but then he would become somebody else in an odd, strange way, and he would get clean from drugs, which seemed to be triggering for him, and then he would get back on track, and then he would relapse and fall back into this odd character again, who wasn't himself. And it got to the point where he kept wanting to leave and go. I think he wanted to go to LA or something. He kept wanting to leave and travel a really far distance. And he always kept getting stopped when they had these episodes. She was obviously forced the police on him to arrest him just to save his life, basically. But he got to the point where he did end up in this place, and when he got there, he steps in front of a train. It seems like the thing inside of him was leading him to a point with the promises he believed he was going there to save people or something. Like, there was something pushing him there. I have to go to this place. I have to go here. I have to go here. And when he got there, he ended up, obviously, like I said, killing himself. And the whole story was, honestly, I hope she retells it and shares it so I can share it with you all. But I can only give you glimpses here, but that wasn't human, whatever happened to him. And I could see the occult through everything. She showed me his artwork and the way he drew himself during these episodes, because he was an artist, and you could clearly see something else was channeling through him.
What do you think about songs like it's supposed to be the hottest song out right now? I forgot how to go. Spin that shit. Young Miami. What do you think about songs like that? Do you think they encourage whole activities?
It don't just encourage whole activity. Listen, man, Young Miami, let me give her credit.
Okay.
She was able to create a song that not only misled young girls, right, but she's also attempted to mislead young men as well. Scamming ass nigga. Well, we already know that the federal government, Donald Trump administration, he just extended the window of prosecution for people who were involved with PPP fraud and unemployment fraud during the shutdown coming out of COVID.
Right.
So you encouraging young motherfuckers to go and scam and commit crimes and do all kind of dumb shit. You encouraging the motherfuckers to do that, and you encouraging the young girls to deal with niggas like that. And then on the second part of the shit, she said, "Where my boosting ass bitches at? Stuffing that shit in your bag." So you encouraging bitches to steal and boost, go in stores and steal just to pop some tags and go out and have fun and spend that shit. So you encouraging niggas to scam, go in the club and spend it on a bitch. Then you encourage the bitches to go boost and steal clothes, pop some dads and go to the club and just drink and get high, smoke hookah. Bitch, you the devil, ho. I can see why you and Puffy got along so well. You the devil, bitch. You the female version of Puffy. You nasty, filthy, funky bitch.
Growing up, and even into my adulthood, I always had some type of influence. And I always had people trying to block anything I tried to do. I always found that very fascinating. Like, I thought we were on the same team, but it always turns out, guess everybody switched teams. Niggas don't want to be the, backup. Niggas want to be the, star receiver, but whatever. I always found a way to be successful, no matter what obstacle stood in my way. And I started to learn how to adapt around a certain most things people inspire to be, I never really venerated. I didn't really see any benefit of being these type of things because I always was a star. When I was young, I realized I was different. Questions I would ask, the way people would stare at me, how people's posture would change, their articulation would change. They act like we shared the same interests. I knew it was something about me, but I never saw myself better than anyone else, bro. I knew it was a reason why I had the abilities, and I knew God did this to me for a reason. You get what I'm saying? Like, even now, I get 40 views per video, man. But when every time I speak on something, it shake things up. The world pays attention. There are people with billions of views, and what does it do for this place? It's like I already posted not too long ago, the SpongeBob when he went up against Neptune, and Neptune was able to fill up the entire arena with burgers. And SpongeBob made one burger and it wiped that nigga whole shit off. Y'all get what I'm saying? People used to ask me, like, why aren't you like a movie star or do like, adult films, or why are you just not a mogul in general? You gotta want more in life. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. And it's like, bro, get the fuck out my face. If you want to be the nigga they build a statue for, I mean, it's obvious you want to be in that field. And me, when I tried to be in those arenas, I was approached by niggas who made Facebook. So, nigga, what's your excuse? Oh, I forgot. We're the same. We have the same spirit, right? We're on the same path. Okay. And that's no disrespect. But sometimes I just have to bring a different perspective to people who want to be successful, quote unquote. No disrespect. I was born successful. Okay? Wherever I go, your lawmakers go, your demons go, your angels, etc., etc. I don't call on anyone but my God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's worked for me so far, and I've accomplished more than most. Even though I don't have a 9-bedroom home, considering the circumstances and I think that I'm doing pretty well. And I used to always ask myself, why me? But as days go on and on, it becomes more and more clear why, man. People have so many questions to stupid things and want things that literally fade away. Everyone wants a way out of something. No one wants to stand for what's right and go and you know what I'm saying? But back to me not being an altar boy, by which I mean sacrifice, not church, ironically. Shit, I knew I would have to sacrifice a lot because people were fucking dumb. Plus, I'm on altars anyway. Shit, I'm on these with, you know what I'm saying? People worshiping, doing spells and shit, and I'm supposedly supposed to be a loser. Okay. Growing up, I knew certain things didn't matter to me, bro. I was different. I knew I always kind of have my way in my own lane. I knew people thought surface level as fuck, bro. They weren't confident in their own skin, let alone stars. To be honest, if anything, I would have been an NFL, NBA, or some type of pop artist or something, because I was in the industry for a second. But just look at being an actor today. It isn't even the same as it once was. The movie industry, being a musician, the industry is done, bro. Even sports. You could be an amateur adult film star and be respected. Now, when you did adult films at one time, you were shunned. And the older, film stars don't even really get noticed like that because social media gave everyone an opportunity. It pretty much destroyed traditional stardom. Think about it. And you niggas want to be stars in this world for what? And that's no knock on the people, because I already did a video on the NPC thing. The people that you watched growing up was placed in that position for a reason, to inspire you. The Most High chooses familiar souls. These people are not no regular bullshit people. Even the people that's on social media that have influence. Everybody, even the small people, they just don't understand what their place is. They want to go outside of, they want to go out of bounds. But everybody have their own path. You never know who you touch. When you thought about somebody who was extraordinary, or if you just asked the kid growing up, what did they want to be? They'll say like a firefighter, movie star, politician, a WWE wrestler. But you ask somebody what they want to be now, it's going to be probably a streamer, bro. I'll give y'all a perspective and I'll end it off. Denzel Washington in the Book of Eli. He worked for Kmart, which I find very interesting because in these particular times, I work at Walmart. My name is Garrison. My fucking throat. My name is Garrison Michael Denzel Cook. I used to be called Denzel by my uncles and close family, but my friends called me Garrison. Maybe I'm tripping, or maybe the Most High just has a great sense of humor.
What the fuck? This shit is so creepy.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
I don't know. Like, honestly, he just not scary like that for real. All he got is like a knife and a white mask. Like, granted, like, I'm sure he's strong or whatever, but I could probably...
So you telling me you could take Mike?
I mean, he got a knife, so...
Without the knife?
Without the knife? Without the knife, I'll drag Mike ass.
You really believe that? There's like 27 Halloween movies, and this nigga survives all of them. And baby, not to say anything, but we was in the grocery the other day and you tripped just walking. Like, there wasn't even nothing in front of you, you just tripped. And then, I mean, you haven't been to your doctor's appointment, but like, I love you, but them donuts been adding on, like, I just don't.
Houston, we have a problem. What is that? Is that it's a C? Nah, cuz that's a C walk. Hey, the Lokes in space. Neighborhood. One small step for man, and one giant step for the dead Lokes. How are you on the dark side of the moon? Nigga, it's dark side for the crib. Neighborhood to your aliens. It is dark side. Hey, scoot over, cuz I'm trying to flick up. Hey, get my Spody side. Hey, the hoes finna lose it when they see this shit. Dead homies. My baby mama finna be sick.